Hey, what's up everyone, my name is Thijs and welcome to DualWielded. This is the second devlog for a game I'm working on that teaches the player sign language. And actually quite a lot has happened since the last episode. So my teammate finished a few hand symbols. We have a total of 6 now. 3 different types of B's, 2 different types of X's and a T. Since I just implemented a lane system for which I needed a symbol to make the spaceship move up and one to make it move down, it's an obvious choice to use the T and B1 for this. No, X2 makes you go down and X1 makes you go up. So now there's 4 other symbols and 2 existing lasers. I added a blue laser and a blue enemy so that every B would shoot a different laser. The red laser can shoot the red spaceship, the purple one can shoot this one, and the blue one can shoot the blue one. Now that that is a thing, I had to think about what to do with the lonely T. I thought of making a force shield, an electric bolt, or I don't know. But what I ended up with is a rocket that's able to shoot an actual destroyable meteor. Also, have you realized that I drew a gigantic T on the meteor? I've done this because at some point the player shouldn't have to rely on an image that basically tells them what to do. Because as they teach you in school, you don't learn anything from copying someone. Well, Miss Anderson, how do you explain that I still know Obama's last name is actually Care, huh? Oh, you have to check if I'm right? Ever heard of Obamacare? Well, I'm sure that's because you've never copied Michael's answers, huh? I bet you feel real dumb right now. Well, at some point that image needs to be Thanos snapped out of existence. The player should learn that the symbol is called T. To remind them later that they need to show the leap motion a T symbol, there's a T on the meteor. I also added the same things to the spaceships. Remember these guys? This is them now. Feel old yet? Though the rocket looks different in comparison to the lasers, it basically does exactly the same thing. It even has the laser script attached to it. Every projectile has only one script attached to it called the laser script. What it does is it makes the laser move to the right, it makes it destroy itself after a certain amount of time, and it has a public string variable called color. Now whenever the laser collides with something and it's an obstacle, the laser asks the obstacle to perform a function that checks if the laser's color is the color that's needed to make the spaceship commit Sudoku. So all I have to do is write blue for the blue laser, purple, red, and oh yes, my favorite color, rocket. I also made lines to make the amount of lanes and their position visible. Now it's time to make some tutorials. Yeah, this stuff is all in Dutch. This part says that you need to make sure that the leap motion can see your hand well at any moment. These all just tell what the signs do. I never intended this game to have any pixel art, but well, it does have it now. There's a tutorial level for X1 and X2, there's one for B, B0 and B1, and there's one that's really just T. I also made a start screen. I mean, there's no actual music playing. I mean, it's a little less cool now, but look at this transition to the level select screen. Oh my god! That's when I tried to connect my game to the server via socket IO. Or well, that already worked. My teammate already made it so the server would emit a message of the symbol that's detected. All I had to do was make the C# script accept those messages and perform the correct actions. Okay, here we go. So this server emits like 100 messages in every Unity frame. What I came up with as a solution was the message wouldn't directly perform the action. Instead it changes a string variable to something like, for example, shoot blue. And then every half a second or so I check what the variable value is. If it is shoot blue at that moment, then it performs the shoot blue action. In this function the value also resets to nothing, so that you can't simply hold up a B symbol once and make the spaceship automatically shoot every fourth of a second. This is when I tried to make the game pause when the leap motion couldn't detect any hand. I tried using the same technique I used in my Kinect game by having everything's work speed be multiplied by A1, but when the server passes a no hands message, the value of that number decreases to 0 in half a second. For some very weird reason this worked, but all the other signs stopped working except for the blue laser sign. What? I scrapped that idea because an hour after we had to show our teachers a demo of our game. They loved it, but our stakeholder went to get some milk at the supermarket, if you catch my drift. So that's somewhat the end of this game, I guess. If our stakeholder was interested enough in our product, they could become our client. You know, just outside of school. But they didn't, so well, there's not really a big point in further developing this game. The project is done. That's it for this devlog. It's another one of those 2-part devlog series. Most devlog channels work on like 1 or 2 games and have 30 devlogs on both of those. I'm probably going to end up with 30 games with 1 or 2 devlogs. No, seriously, I'm going to try and get back to working on the first game I posted about on this channel. Thanks a lot for watching this devlog. I mean, seriously, thank you. Everyone's always so positive. It's so much fun to read every new comment, see that the video got a new like, and see that another person thinks my channel is worth subscribing to. Thanks. Next video will be the first devlog for a game in which I try to spread awareness on how big the plastic pollution problem is. Until then, you can join my Discord server. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, hello, who this? It's your boy Skinny P. What? You're my personal FBI agent. What do you mean I know classified information? And I know things that should be kept a secret to the rest of the world. What? Fam, what do you... Wait, who's there? FBI, open up! Oh! Oh my... Oh!